Hello, welcome back to another session of an unchanging word for a changing world ministries. And my name is Elder William O. Jones, and I just want to share with you very briefly on the subject of Israel's second Exodus experience. Did you not know that there is a second Exodus experience that Israel is going to come out of? And when we look at the first Exodus experience, is when they were in Egypt under Pharaoh. And we know the story of how the Most High brought them out of Egypt through Moses' leadership and brought them from the house of bondage under Pharaoh and his taskmasters. But the scripture also says that Israel were supposed to follow the commands of the Most High, keeping his laws, his statutes, and his judgments, walking holy before the Most High, and not to adhere to the things of the gods and the people, the evil people that was around them. But they were a peculiar people, and their purpose was to follow the ways of the Most High. And so Israel was doing this for a little bit, but then they began to scatter off. The scripture says that when they left out of Egypt, that they went into the wilderness. And the Most High used Moses, and he gave him the laws, the commands, the judgments, and he gave them instructions in how they are to walk before the Most High. And as they walked before the Most High, as the Most High led them through the wilderness, they came against different oppositions, different groups of people, enemy. And the Most High miraculously fought for Israel and delivered them, and his hand was just with them. But as time went on, Israel began to fall away from the commands and the statutes and the judgments of the Most High. Israel began to look around them and begin to follow after the ways of the heathen, the ways of those that were not called by God. And this angered the Most High. And he told Israel that he is going to bring them back into another bondage, which is a bondage that included them being scattered all over the world. That's the second bondage that we, the people of the Most High, are in today. Now, let's just backtrack just a little bit. Let's look at Exodus 13 and verse 3 and verse 4. This is regarding the first Exodus. Exodus 13, verses 3 and verse 4. The scripture says, "And Moses said unto the people, Remember this day in which ye came out from Egypt, out of the house of bondage. For by the hand of the Lord, for by strength of the hand of the Lord brought you out from this place. There shall no leavened bread be eaten." Verse 4, he says, "This day came ye out in the month of Abib." Now he told Israel when he brought them out of Egypt, he says, "Remember this day." And he gave them the Passover to remember when they came out and